What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Tough Runs Don't Last podcast. I'm Graham on this screen. That's Michelle on the other. Say what's up, Michelle.
What's up, Michelle?
We are both wearing the same shirt. I think we did that for the last podcast episode. It was just the one that I had available to throw on. So yeah, shout out Arc 5K. It is a comfortable shirt. Uh, But yeah, we'll talk about what we have going on next, or what's coming up as far as running and all that, and then some. But before we get going, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsor. The Tough Runs Don't Last podcast is presented by Rhino Races. Rhino Races is a virtual race series that offers 5 different races: a 5K, 10K, half marathon, a marathon, and the one of a kind Rhino Ultra. You can sign up for one or all 5 of their races at rhinoraces.com. Run your race at your convenience, track it with your fitness app of choice, screenshot your results as proof of completion, submit your screenshot to rhinoraces.com under the submit results section. And once your results are verified by Rhino Races staff, your award will be shipped to you by mail. Also, check out their gear section while you're there for t-shirts, wristbands, decals, and more. That's rhinoraces.com. Rhino Races is the premier virtual running series, and you can find us, the Tough Runs Don't Last podcast, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on X, Instagram, and TikTok at TR Don't Last. Okay, let's start the show.
Woo.
Yeah, woo. Okay, you and I, what we have next as far as races go is the Stampede 10K in Fort Smith.
Yes.
How prepared are you for that, Michelle? And excited are you?
No.
Just no, huh?
Just no. Um, Not prepared, not excited. I
Not even excited.
No, it's a 10K.
I know I like 10Ks.
I haven't ran a 10K since 2018.
I'm cursed in the 10K. It's the race that has always eluded me as far as I've always gotten first place in an age group or something with every other race. A marathon, even a marathon, half marathon, 5K, and the 10K has always eluded me. I've never gotten first in my age group, or I'll always be pushed out of even placing. Except this past April, I got first in my age group in the 10K at the Hog-Eye 10K, except they had an issue with the awards and I didn't get anything. And they said they would mail it to me. And even as I gave them my information, I walked away from the table thinking I'm never going to see that thing. And sure enough, I never did, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's just that I just find it funny because it's like, well, that's the one that's always eluded me. And here it is again, even when I've actually won the stupid thing. So I just find that kind of comical. But I don't know. I like the 10K. I just don't historically do very well at it, at least in the competition aspect of it. I've done this race before. It starts and finishes in downtown Fort Smith. I mean, you're kind of right in the middle of everything. You don't really run through any. You don't run through any of downtown. It's you start and finish there. You're basically on a bike trail the whole way, if my memory serves me correctly. I mean, it's a nice bike trail, nice bike walking trail, and I think, well, yeah, part of it is where the old railroad tracks used to be. So you're running, and a good portion of the middle portion of the race, you're running around just nothing. It's just you're on this like hill that's made just for a railroad, and you look down, it's just nothing, and then there's trees, and on the other side, the exact same thing, which was a little tough for me to see last year because I had stomach issues going into that. I had gotten food poisoning the week that this was when I got food poisoning. Um, Getting the reduced price chicken at Kroger, which was still in date, so I thought it was safe. But I learned after that day, I don't care what the date says. I'm never getting reduced price anything ever again. Um, I wasn't making as much money then, so I was really having to pinch my pennies. this time a year ago. Shout out Saint Vincent for the fair wage that you gave me all those years. Bit of sarcasm there, but yeah, I learned from then on that doesn't matter. I'm gonna get as fresh a food as I can from here on because that was not fun. And I had lingering effects of that going into that race, and it was hot. It was a hot day because me and my buddy Eric, I remember he'd set his goal time, which was even sounded ambitious. I think he said it was like sub 45 was his goal or something like that. Could be wrong. It's only a year ago, but I was like, I was like sub 50, just something under that. I didn't even do that. I was like 50-21 or something. I don't remember the exact results, but I did not come in under 50 minutes. But it was, I mean, that's how hot it was. That's how hot it was out that day. Like I never stop for a drink if it's a 10K and under usually. At the turnaround at this race, they had one of those mini Gatorades. I grabbed one and I chugged the whole thing. And and then I started running again and I had to have it. Like that's how depleted I was as far as fluids. And again, I was coming off a pretty bad sickness. So that probably had something to do with it too. But the race itself was a good time. The only thing I had issue with was the bathroom situation. That was my big complaint about it. But hopefully they get that resolved this year, and or I don't have any stomach issues. I prefer the latter, just selfishly. But yeah, hopefully the bathroom issue's taken care of too.
I thought you were gonna say I'd take either. And I was like, I hope it's just that they fix the bathroom issue. I hope you won't like want stomach issues.
You knew what I was trying to say, or what I was going for anyway.
Yeah.
Um, but I like the 10K. I think it's just well, that's not a thing. I do like the 10K. It's just I haven't it's kind of gotten comical though how traditionally I've not done well at it as far as and I'll have a good time, but I just placement wise or leaving with some type of award, which I don't really care too much about anymore. It's always been the one that eluded me. So there was a 2 or 3 years ago. It popped out to me when I was kind of going over all my race stuff, and I was like, I don't have anything for a 10K. I've got nothing, nothing for a 10K. It'd be nice to get something. And yeah, just traditionally haven't been able to. I mean, I've had placement ones, but never first. That's what it was. I was like, I wanted a first place one. I did get it this past year, just didn't get anything to prove it. So I just kind of show the results if that conversation ever came up, which it never will. So nothing to worry about there. But I'm looking forward to it. It's been we're 2 weeks removed from the ARC 5K at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah we got a race next weekend. I'm excited about it, and then we got the Pumpkin Run 5K in Lonoke after that, and the hometown race, and it's only a 5K, super flat. You and I both know the area well, so we'll know where we're at pretty much from start to finish.
In
So
theory.
what?
In theory.
Why do you say that?
It was a joke.
Okay, like oh, man, I know it. So good one, Michelle. All right, but yeah, after that, then we've got basically after the Pumpkin Run 5K. I don't have another race for a month, and it's in your backyard essentially.
Hmm.
So just need to resume my training between now and then. I had a goal this week of running. What's the face for?
I didn't realize the pumpkin run was the next weekend.
That's what I just. That's what I said. What I just said.
You said after the 10K we have the pumpkin run. And so I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that is the next race. It's the next weekend. Oh no.
Yes. Like how we have a running podcast, and you just look. You've never been excited about any of them. Not one. has there been one that you did hate less than the others?
Um, I was very excited about getting my dinosaur medal. Thank you very much. At the Little Rock Half Marathon last year. I wanted that medal.
I talked to you that morning. There was nothing about excited that I heard in your voice. I
It was
talked to you
like
on the phone as I was getting out of my car. Me and my brother were getting out of my car after I parked to walk to the race. And I think you were even blaming me in part, if I remember right.
it was like 5:30 in the morning.
You even said, like, I'm mad at you right now. I was like, what did I do?
It was like 5 something in the morning. I like my sleep. I don't want to wake up early. If these things happened at like 7 p.m., I would probably be more excited. But most of these, I have to wake up at like 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning. And who wants to wake up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning to go run?
I'm up for it on race day, but that's it. Now, the people in my run club, my friends in my run club, I mean, they're up at the butt crack. They're up before dawn. They're out running before dawn. They usually run at 4:30 a.m. during the week.
No.
Um, I got an invite to go run in Searcy, and I turned it down because I thought we were going to Mountain View to look at an RV.
Hmm.
Um, but also the truth, I didn't want to go anyway. Like it was a convenient excuse.
If they're
After
listening to this, now they know that.
no, no, I told the truth. And when I turned it down, it was because I thought we were going to Mountain View. But when I found out we weren't going to Mountain View, I didn't reach out and say, "Hey, I'm not going to Mountain View," because I did have a lot to do yesterday. I
Hmm.
mowed my yard, I took a shower, I cooked, I cleaned my kitchen. By the time I sat down, it was like 11 o'clock or midnight. So I didn't want to get up at 4 a.m. and then drive 30 minutes to go run however long, probably a half marathon or more.
No, thank you.
I was in the same situation last Saturday. I was supposed to go run with a good, and that's the thing. I like these people. I really like these people. They're good runners. They're fun to run with. I just hate the time of day that we're doing it. And I was looking forward to go run last Saturday morning. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go get this run in. Then I'm going to come, or I don't know, do whatever. You and I were going to hang out and then go to the ball game.
Hmm.
I was like, I'm going to be ahead of things. I woke up at 5 a.m., I think it was, and I did not want to get out of bed. I mean, by the end of my work week, I'm beat anyway, and it's hard for me to get out of bed on a Friday to go to work by the time Friday comes around. So when I get to Saturday, if I have an open day, I don't want to get up early. And I kind of realized that last weekend. I was like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. The getting up early when I don't have to.
Yeah.
So I think from here on, I'm just going to be like, I just don't think these early morning weekend runs are for me if it's not a race day.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to go run after I upload this podcast today. And then I'm going to come back and shower and I'm going to watch the Razorback game. And then I'm not doing anything else the rest of the day. Tomorrow, I'm not doing anything but watch football. Now, I'll probably end up doing some things just because
Yeah.
that's me. I mean, I don't ever not do anything. But for me, that's an off day. I'm going to watch football a good portion of the day, which I am excited about. That's why I mowed yesterday. I was mowing in the dark to finish up the yard, which it looks good, by the way. I didn't miss a single spot.
Nice.
And yeah, I agree. And just so I could have a well, for me, a lazy day on Sunday. But I did come to that realization last week as I elected to stay in bed, and my cat was so comfortable and being so cute and cuddly, and I was like, I can't leave her. Like
Yeah.
I was justifying it. I was like, you know what? I'm really doing this for her. It's like, no, I'm doing this because I don't want to get out of bed. But that was added incentive. I was like, man, my cat's so comfortable right now. I can't disturb her. That would be rude.
It would be rude. You're right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stick to my afternoon slash evening runs, and then I'll have the occasional. I'll get up early to go run on race day. I think that'll be my routine from now on,
I think that's a
which
good plan.
always worked for me anyway. So I'm gonna go back to that.
As
I
you should.
don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm over getting up early to go run, especially on a weekend. Like if it's not race day, what am I doing?
I don't know.
Silly, right?
It's very silly.
Yeah. Uh, okay. In Fort Smith, how you've just driven through Fort Smith, correct?
Yeah, I've never been to Fort Smith.
Many people don't realize it's the second highest population city in Arkansas. Fun fact there.
Yeah,
No, it's like really close, but
I
it's like
don't
nine.
go ahead.
No, you already cut me off. Go ahead.
I don't understand how it beats like Fayetteville, but then I guess because it's like Fayetteville, Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, like they're all there, so the population's spread out.
That's what it is. Um, Fort Smith isn't much bigger population wise than those, but yeah, Fort Smith is like 89,000 something, just under 90,000. The rest are anywhere between 60 and 70,000, the ones that you mentioned.
Oh no, it's third. Fayetteville has overtaken it.
What's Fayetteville now?
Fayetteville is 93,000 and Fort Smith is hello.
It was 89,000 last I checked.
Fort Smith is 90,181. So Fayetteville has overtaken it.
All right, well, there you go. Still a very large city for Arkansas.
Yeah.
I like Fort Smith. I like downtown Fort Smith. It's got I like that they, so I paced the Fort Smith Marathon, the half version of it this past March. Yeah, it was March 30th. And at the start of the race, it was there's an occult store downtown, and that tripped me out. So I mean, it was early in the morning. I'm running around, and there was a guy. Okay, so I'm a pacer, so I have to, and it was with Beast and the hat I'm rocking, and so I'm a pacer, so I have to go a certain pace, right? And there was this guy with a whole boom box in front of me. He had it strapped to his back and was just blaring music. I don't like if that's your thing, I get it, but I don't like it. Um,
Yeah, I'm not here for it.
I don't like hearing your music blasting for everybody around. And I was right behind that. And then I just looked at the people with me. I was like, I'm going ahead. So don't freak out. I just don't want to be behind this the whole time. So I ran past them. But as I was doing that, I look up and I saw the occult store thing. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I like downtown Fort Smith. And I am pacing that race again, by the way. I've already committed to pacing it again next year, the half version of it.
Nice.
I'm going to stay 2 nights though next year, just so I don't have to hustle back to the hotel and shower and check out and everything. Just
Yeah.
screw it. Um, then you can say, well, why don't you just go ahead and pace the marathon? It's like, well, because I like the half.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we next weekend we resume our race schedule, and it's going to be pretty busy for me after that. I get the next now. My next Grand Prix race isn't for a while after the pumpkin run, but I was trying to think, in there a race or something in between now and then? I don't know. I've got my schedule over there. I'll have to take a look at it. But
Yeah.
wrote this stuff down for a reason. But I think it kickstarts a busy schedule for me starting next week. We'll see. Anyway, do you have a goal for the 10K in Fort Smith? It's the Stampede 10K for anybody wondering.
MJ's Stampede. Um, I'm gonna say my goal is going to be to finish. But it's gonna be hot. It's supposed to be in the 90s that day, and I know in the morning it won't be 90, but it's still gonna be probably in the 80s.
It was hot last year. Like it was hot.
So that is obviously gonna affect me. So I'm gonna go with hour 45 because
Really?
because it's gonna be hot and I have not figured out what kind of interval I'm gonna do yet. That's what I've got to figure out. Um, but yeah, I am nervous about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Just hydrate before, during,
Yeah.
after.
I'm gonna bring
Um,
the vest, which I know might seem stupid, but
it's kind of silly.
for a
Yeah.
10K,
But
but I'm still gonna do it.
okay. I'm not gonna bring a vest. I think you're gonna run. I'm gonna predict your finish time. I'm gonna go 1:31:37.
Okay.
1 hour, 31 minutes, 37 seconds. You always set your goals real low and you always surpass them pretty easily. So I think you're gonna do that here too.
So when I did the 10K in 2018, I don't know if I've ever talked about this on here. If I have, I
What
apologize.
10K?
I did the Little Rock like marathon weekend 10K in 2018.
Oh, I did that one too. We've talked about this. I don't think you've talked about it on here.
Yeah. And I went into that with no training. Like I got to go for free, so I did it. Um because why not, you know?
Yeah.
You could do the 5K or the 10K and I was like, let's do a 10K. I finished that in like 123 or 124.
Hang on. How did you say let's do the 10K?
It doesn't matter. Um like one of those, 123 or 124. But I don't know how I did that. I'm being honest. Like I have no idea how I did that.
With your legs, probably.
I mean, probably, but I don't see myself doing that again.
You're overestimating the impact of the heat. It's going to impact you, yes, but not that much.
You saw my half marathon attempt. Like you saw how much that heat impacted me.
You're kind of being a baby, though. Like, you just didn't want to be there. Now, granted, it was early, but we were only there at that early because we didn't want it to get too hot. Why are you looking at me that way?
I was not being a baby.
You griped before, during, you didn't after because we were done and we were going to get breakfast. But you were, I mean, I'm not saying you were like faking or anything. All that was real. But you were gripey leading up to it. And then accused me of being in a bad mood. And I was like, no, I'm just trying to get started so we can get going before it
I
gets too hot.
I was gripey, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how, like, the heat actually affected me, not just my attitude towards it. Those are different things.
It did. You were yeah, you were a little
Like, I dry heaved at one
yeah,
point.
I was almost a dry heavy. Um I don't know, it was entertaining. It's an interesting video for those of you that want to check it out on our YouTube channel. It's Michelle's attempt at a half marathon with no training.
Yeah.
You did your best though, um, for the most part.
I did great until mile 5. Let's be honest.
I think you. I just regret not because I didn't have a vest then.
Yeah.
I just regret the turnaround. Had we not turned around, you would have finished. But when we got to the car, you were like, "Here's my out. Don't can't continue.
Oh
Health reasons."
no.
You
What
played
were
the health reasons card, and I was like, "Well,
Okay.
That's the thing. You could have played the card, and I couldn't call BS on it because then if you die, then it's like, well, all
Yeah.
right,
What if I die?
yeah, well, then I'll feel bad.
Like,
So
there's an actual chance I die. It's not like me being dramatic.
you're being a little dramatic.
I don't think so.
You know you were being a little dramatic.
No,
A little.
no.
Okay. Anyway, agree to disagree.
Great.
I'm looking forward to it. Do you have a goal prediction time for me?
Mm,
I believe I will do better than last year. One, I'm just my times have been better across the board this year than last year.
yeah,
And two, I don't anticipate having food poisoning again.
yeah. Do you remember what you did at the Hog Eye? Like, do you remember your time?
47 something.
Okay.
47-37 maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
It's not going to be that, by the way, just
I know.
FYI.
I know. I'm gonna go 49, 21, 18.
0.18.
Mm-hmm.
Like you really broke it down to the point, to the
Mm-hmm.
decimal point.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I hope I'm faster than that.
I wrote
I
it.
would think I would think I'll be faster than that. I think I'll be faster. Maybe not much faster, but maybe like 40, maybe 49. I don't know, but I'll try 48 something. That'll be the because that'll be 8 minute pace, 8 minute per mile pace. Well, a little faster than that actually, because you got that basically a whole extra lap. It's 6.21 miles for those of you wondering what a 10K is in mileage. So we'll see what happens. Just depends on the heat and all that.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm looking forward to it. So should be a good time. And yeah, then we got the pumpkin run next week. Do you have a goal time for that one? Because we'll be podcasting essentially the following day after that.
Yeah. I ugh. I want to know if I can break 40
Yeah, I think you will.
because
It's super flat.
I almost did at the Arc 5K, and there was only like two like sort of hills, like not even like true hills
They
at
felt
that.
like it at
But
that
they,
point.
yeah, because again, it was at like the 2 mile mark. Like, why do we keep doing that? That's really rude. Um, but
But
Lonoke,
hang on, everybody has to go through it though. That's the beauty part. That's what keeps it fair. That's when you find out what you're really made of.
but
I'm pro hill in races,
I am not. But Lonoke is very flat.
and
So,
it's that way throughout the race. Super flat.
yep, like not even a sort of hill. There's not even a pseudo hill in Lonoke. So
There might be a pothole, but that's
it's
that'll pretty much be it.
yeah. So uh
And you have home field advantage. You're going to know exactly where you're at every point in the race.
yeah, I know how far I've gone, how far I've got to go without looking at my watch.
Well, I don't know about all that. You're just going to know how you're going to be like, oh, we're close. Like I can kick your version of a kick.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
That's what I think. I'm like, okay, I know exactly where I'm at. Time to kick.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to break 40. We'll see what happens.
I think you will. I don't know what I'll do. I just I like to do better than last year. That's basically the goal. I think last year I was 22-21. I remember because I was faster than I was in 2018, which was the last time I had done that race prior to last year. People have tried to get me to do that race over the years, like between last year and 2018, but it's the same day as It's the exact same day every year as the Heart and Soul half marathon in Jonesboro. They used to have a marathon, but they just have the half 5K and 10K now. And that's that's one of the natural state running series races, Heart and Soul. Plus, it always gave me an excuse to go to Jonesboro and see my uncle. Um, so it would, yeah, it was a win-win for me. So cool to go visit and run in Jonesboro for a weekend. And I would make a weekend out of it. I would usually stay that night, even Saturday night, just hang out. And plus, they have things that up there that you can't find around here or whatever, or at least it feels that way. Like a Smoothie King. They have a Smoothie King up there. We have one in North Little Rock now. That's why I was so, or I think it's North Little Rock. It was because they were at the Arc 5K. So I was like, hey, Smoothie King is here. Awesome. I love Smoothie King. There are other examples of that in Jonesboro. I just can't think of them right now. But yeah, um, after this year though, I don't know if and when I'll do the pumpkin run again. I mean, never say never, but there wouldn't be really a reason to just to unless somebody said, "Hey, do you want to run this race?"
I was like,
Be like,
other than it's your hometown race, like,
yeah. I mean, that'd be the only reason.
yeah.
But they did have a 5K trail run today, the Minuteman 5K trail run. I don't know anything about it. I just know that my friend Amy did it, in my running club. Why are you making that face?
In Lonoke?
No, 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 no. It was just
Oh,
it was just a trail run.
I was like, where is the trail run in
It's like
Lonoke?
because there are so many trails in Lone Oak. The bike trail in Lone Oak is just where the railroad tracks used to be.
Yeah, and it
It's the
just
most
stops.
it's the most boring bike trail in existence.
There's
it's
there's
just
a couple of
straight.
trees along the way.
Yeah. Are there?
Yeah, they planted trees.
Now there's lights, like there's these nice light things, poles. I like that. But yeah, there's not a lot. I've run along it when I've been in Lone Oak. It goes I think it goes to the ballpark and then it goes back to town and then it just
They're
cuts off.
rice dryers.
No, I think it cuts off before that, doesn't it?
No, it goes almost all the way down to the rice dryers.
I mean, it's better than nothing, though. It's better than having what it used to be, which was just where the railroad tracks used to be. So that's kind of neat, I suppose.
Yeah.
Either way, we'll be back in Lone Oak in a couple weekends, back in our hometown,
Yes.
which I guess I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to a run. So race day. Plus, we're entering that time of year where it's going to feel good outside that time of morning. Um, did you wear long sleeves at that race last year?
What do you think the answer to that is?
I think the answer is yes, because I've never not seen you in long sleeves at a race until what last weekend,
No.
two weekends ago.
I've worn my tank top thing a few races now, and then I wore a short sleeve shirt last week or last time.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
And I wore a short sleeve shirt at the MacArthur Park 5K last year.
I would hope so. That was really hot. That
That
was
was
a
a
really hot
hot
race.
race. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was. That was the first hot race of the year too. Last year, I remember it. You were gonna wear long sleeves to the Benton 2 miler.
Okay, I wasn't gonna wear it at the race.
Is in June.
I was cold in my house.
It's
And
like 2 miles from your home.
I was cold in my house. And I did not, it was early, and my brain did not process that just because it's cold in your house does not mean it's cold outside. There is a difference.
Yes, there is. I'm not going to say anything. I'll just Did you say thank you or did you just say it with your mouth?
I don't know.
Okay. It's like you don't even know. Okay. All right. Well, we're on it today. Have you had coffee today?
I've had some coffee.
No. I'm on cup number 2. This is my final cup. I'm going to finish it and probably go watch the rest of this Clemson game and then go for my 5+ mile run, then come back and shower and then get ready for the Razorback game. Um, I had a barbecue chicken flatbread. That was my lunch because I slept through breakfast. I was disappointed in it. The
Hmm.
chicken wasn't very good. Yeah, they're usually delicious.
Yeah,
And as I was eating it, I thought, man, this is disappointing. This isn't as good as it usually is.
that is sad.
Yeah, I wasn't happy about it. I mean, not terrible or anything, but not good. It's usually like really good.
Yeah.
Wasn't this time around, so I'm disappointed in that. But it's okay. All right. What else is going on in the world, Michelle, that you'd like to share with our listeners?
Um, not, I'm gonna sneeze. Not much.
That's what you wanted to share with the listeners. All right,
Yeah.
Michelle has to sneeze. So that's what's going on that's wild in her wild and crazy busy world. And she just muted so that she could sneeze. Um, turn your mute button off. There you go.
I wasn't saying anything.
I know, but we love to have you on the show. That's why I say that. Okay, well, I'm just gonna run today and watch football, and then tomorrow I'm gonna watch football,
Mhm.
and then I'll pick back up my running on Monday. Probably do a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday run, and then I won't do anything but travel on Friday, so that we can go run Saturday morning in Fort Smith, downtown Fort Smith next weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. And we got the pumpkin run, and then that's it for a month. After that, it's the Arkansas 20K in your backyard.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what we got going on. But until then, I don't know. We'll see y'all next week with a recap of those 2 races. Well, not next week, but in a couple weeks with a recap of those 2 races. But until then, I'm Graham. That's Michelle. See y'all next time.
See ya.